First and foremost, I'm going to say all praises be to Yahweh Shimei Shai, Bashimu Kakulash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GreatMillStone and Shalom to the sincere elect, teaching the truth and faith and sincerity through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shimei Shai. Right, and a quick pop point I want to speak on is basically the time and trouble which is about to come upon this whole earth, man. And basically, it says it over here. This is Jeremiah 13:7. Alas, for that day is great, so that there is none like it. It's even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Now, he that's going to be saved out of the time of Jacob's trouble is the elect, right? That those who elect. But basically, if you ain't of the elect of the Lord, you're actually going to get caught up in that time of trouble, man. And a lot of people of the 12 tribes of Israel are full of wickedness, man. The scripture says we've essentially overpassed the deeds of those who are wicked. So let's see what the scripture has to say about that, man. So for you guys who think you're gangsters and bad and all of this, you got a time of judgment that's coming upon you that you ain't even gonna be able to explain. Amos chapter 9 and 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord Yahweh Shimei Shai are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will, right, it says, and I will destroy it from the face of the earth. Right, hold on. Saying. It says, behold, the eyes of the Lord upon the sinful kingdom, and this applies unto Israel. And I will destroy it from the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord. Alright? For lo, I'll command it, and I'll sift the house of Israel among all nations, as corn is sifted in the sieve, yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth. But here's the key point. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say, the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. And us teaching this word, right, starting off with the apostles and elders, we've been warning our people for a long while. But our people don't give a fuck at all. But that's okay. Just because you don't give a fuck, that don't mean that you ain't gonna get fucked up. Alright, this is Ezekiel 21 and 9. Right, it says, Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord, say a sword is sharpened and also furbished. Now if we go to Psalms 17 and 13, you basically gain an understanding to know that Esau is the sword of the Most High. Esau got blessed with the sword, alright, and he's a seed of wickedness, and that's basically it. Esau is that sword that's sharpened, and the actual way he's sharpening the sword is what? His martial law troops, right? His drones, or everything you can think of that is an act of wickedness. Esau is preparing, and one way Esau prepares is through his false flags or his drills, so on and so forth, man. Right? It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. Right? It's so when this so-called people call themselves white, starting off with their armies and their martial law troops, right? When they get that green light to enforce acts that they plan to, is gonna make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? It contemneth the rod of my son as every tree. So the scripture is saying, look, because the sword is sharpened and is prepared to slay, should we then make mirth? Now, the only people who are fully into this world and earn that spirit of mirth and don't have any high respect or regard for the truth are those who do not have the understanding. And the only reason why they make mirth is because they don't understand what time we're in, because they do not have the understanding, right? It says and he have given it to be furbished, right? That it may be handled. This sword is sharpened and is furbished to give into the hand of the slayer. And who's that slayer? Going back to Cain, going back to Esau, who after his birthright was supplied, he said, look, I'm gonna put him to death. So that same spirit is upon Esau upon this day. And when Esau gets that green light, because essentially speaking, starting off with the elites, his main hope and agenda is to institute that martial law, and also that new world order, right? Having everyone under his own will and vibration under his rule. And these troops are gonna be a way of him on the pathway trying to achieve that, man. Alright? It says, cry and howl, son of man, for it shall be upon my people. So that's a precept with Jeremiah chapter 13:7. It says the sword that's going to make a sore slaughter is going to be upon the people of Israel, man. It shall be upon the prince of Israel. Terrors by reason of the sword shall be upon my people. Smite therefore upon thy fire. So you know these acts of terrorism and so on and so forth. That's what scripture says. A time of Esau basically letting loose is coming, man, and it's gonna be, of course, it's gonna be upon the whole world, but it's the time of Jacob's trouble. This time period up until the day that things are set right in order. All right, this is the last captivity for the 12 tribes of Israel, man. And just because it's the last captivity, that means before it comes to an end, the Heavenly Father has to make them account, man. This is Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth by ye have but a short time. And the devil is who, man? Is fucking Esau, man. He's a deceiver. He's a liar. He's just, look, man. But the one way that Esau knows he's got a short time is because he's seeing the prophets of the Lord out there in the four corners of the world, prophesying his word and cutting him to his face. Right? So Esau's getting upset. Esau's getting mad. Right? But eventually speaking, what Esau will do is basically, basically, if his troops, the green light to go and do whatever they actually wish, man. But the only people who are not gonna get caught up in this judgment, this destruction, right? And those to come, is those who are the elect, man. Because you got these guys in these churches, man. In that day, I'm gonna be standing with the Lord, and I'm gonna be good. Well, that's why the scripture says this. This is Amos 5:18. It says, "Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light." So the scripture says, "As a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house to lead his hand on his wall, and a servant met him. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it?" And that's the facts. The day of the Lord is the time period of death and destruction that's going to come upon this earth, up until the actual return of the Lord on that specific day. And basically, the scripture is saying, "Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it?" Because in that time of the Lord bringing His judgment upon the earth, people are going to be in a very confused state, not knowing what's going on. And Peter says, and as Apostle Paul says, you gonna have so many people die that people gonna know that, look, man, a greater power is doing this, and that's what's coming, right? And that's what's coming, because our people need to get that pride stripped away, man. But because they're proud, right? That their flesh got to be destroyed so that their soul may be saved, man. Alright, this is Ezekiel 12. I'm gonna enter this. This is Ezekiel 12, right? Ezekiel 12 and 21. Alright, it says, and the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, what is that proverb that they have in the land of Israel, saying, the days are prolonged and every vision faileth? And that's what our people are saying. Yeah, man, yeah, you guys be saying that this war is going to be ending for a while. In which you're talking about the age of rulership of Esau. Tell them, therefore, thus saith the Lord power, make this proverb, I'll make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel. But say unto them, the days are at hand, and every effect of every vision. So all you guys think we were chatting shit. Well, the Heavenly Father's letting you know there's gonna be a day every effect of every vision is gonna come to pass. For there shall be no more any vain vision or flattering divination within the house of Israel. And that's why the spirit of these false prophets and priests are getting overpowered by the true understanding of the truth. It says, for I am the Lord, I will speak, and the word that I speak shall come to pass. It shall be no more prolonged, for in your days, O rebellious house, will I say the word, and I will perform it, saith the Lord. And one word that he said, he's spoken through his prophets, that he will perform, is the time of Jacob's trouble. And if you ain't of the elect, you're going to be destroyed. If you're of the elect, you're going to make it. So the only thing that we can do is hope and pray we're of the elect. Right? So, hey, man, with that, I'm going to say, all praise be to Yahweh Shai. Double honors, plus and elders of GreatMillStone. With that, I'm going to say, Shalom.